Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy as8585. Today, Forza 6 tuners, we're tuning the FERRARI in R-Class. I've touched this vehicle before, earlier on in my YouTube channel. However, the tune like there wasn't the best and it wasn't the worst. But now what I've done is I've completely revamped it and made it a lot more stable and easy for people to use. Because R-Class, if you're using a road-going car like I am, it's very, very hard to keep up with these DBR9s and these them radical things. So it's I think it's key that you do make a stable car for R-Class. This one, okay, I really haven't gone for that much grip. It has got 6.9 both in grip and braking, I do believe off the top of my head, but on the straight is where it makes up. This race is a bit of an exception because obviously there's a Koenigsegg Agera behind me, and obviously that's just got 10 top speed, so there's no chance. Saw him coming right up the inside, let him go. See you later, sunshine. The tune itself, as you can see on the screen, it doesn't really want to step out, it doesn't really want to face the wrong way, and it doesn't really want to kill me. But the way you can use this car, you can be very late on the brakes. It's got enough corner speed to keep up with the R-Class cars, but it hasn't got the cornering capability that they've got if they've got a good tune. The majority of people in R-Class use the tunes by, that Race Boy and JSR Lee Campbell. They use the top tunes that they can. However, a lot of them use traction control and stabilities and things like that, and that will slow them down. So if you're an advanced racer or you want to try and go away from all them assists, this car will help you prevail and you will be a lot quicker than anyone else in the lobby. R-Class, I don't personally really dive into R-Class that much. I find it very, very boring because when you get into a race like this, there's 6 people. There's 6 people, it's boring. It's boring. Don't get me wrong, there'll be lobbies out there that have got 22, 23 people in, but the lobbies that I've joined throughout the day today, they've all had 3, the maximum was 12, and it's a boring race. It's a boring race. We want to see one with 23, 24 people in because it's just carnage. And people like to see carnage. The tune, like I say, it's fantastic. I do recommend you go and download it. It is on the storefront now, okay? I've removed the other one. This is now on the storefront, so if you don't want to do this all yourself, which is coming later, feel free to just download it and use it off the bat just like that. It'll save you a bit of time, but other than that, it's fantastic. Fantastic. As you know, I like to use cars that are a bit different, with the exception of the Dodge Viper, because that's just my favourite car in the game. I do tend to use, different cars that other people use, and like in A-Class I'll use a Lexus, or in S-Class I'll use the Lexus LFA, or I'll use a Subaru in A-Class, and little things like that that are a bit different to the norm, because the norms are the Alphas. In S-Class it's the Ferrari F50s, and obviously the Alfa 3 Stradale is still. In R-Class it's the DBR9 or the Radical. So I do tend to try and find alternatives to them cars, and it's always nice knowing that you can be fast and so on in the most overpowered cars in them categories and them classes. So the support that you guys are giving me is fantastic. 440 subscribers now. I am actually looking to put a bit more effort into it now than I was prior. I hope that you have found that out, because obviously I'm putting background music in, and now with this one obviously I'm doing thumbnails, and I'm looking to not take it completely seriously, like make it my #1 job or anything like that, because I'm just nowhere near big enough at all, and I don't really plan on being that big anytime soon, because it's just not going to happen unless a miracle happens, so I'm not looking to do that. But I am looking to put more and more effort in on days like today, which is my day off. The people who ask, so I do get this quite a lot, why don't you, you go on about work quite a lot and how strict the hours are, etc, etc. What do I do? To answer that question, I'm a car salesman. I sell cars. Ironic, I know, because obviously on this I buy cars and race them, but I actually sell cars. Yeah, so that's the reason why my hours I'm always so tired, because it's 10 to 11 hours a day. I get one day off a week, and then every third weekend, so I get 12 or 13 weekends off a year. So put that into perspective, that's how sort of rigorous and bad the hours are for car salesman. But you know, it's a job, it put bread on the table and it helps me fund my Range Rover, so you know, it's one of them. But like I say, it's not going to stop me now doing more and more of these for you, because I am thoroughly enjoying it. I've got, when Forza Horizon 3 comes, I've got someone to team up with. As long as you're still with it, that's it. As long as you're still with me anyway, Borny, that's, you know, I'm always game for that. So as long as you're game for it, Borny, mate, I'm game for it. So I might be able to do some collabs with that youth, try and like grow together, if that makes sense, on the YouTube scene, especially for the Forza. So we'll see where we go. Last lap now, obviously on Yas Marina. It's such a shocking track, because there's a corner cut there, there's a corner cut there, there's a corner cut here as well. So 50% of the corners on this track you can actually cut and gain an advantage. I don't tend to do that because I don't see the point. And obviously you'll see just how quick the lap time was. Don't get me wrong, it's not leaderboard top 10, top 15, top 20, you know, it's not, because it's not the DB09 or the Radical. It's a LaFerrari, it's a different car, and it's a car that I like to use, and that's just me. But yeah, like I say, coming into the final corners now, as usual, the tuning setup's going to play out. Please like, comment, subscribe if you're new. Any recommendations, any requests, leave it down below. Other than that, boys and girls, stay tuned for more.